Morning, and welcome back to Backyard Cars. On this episode, we've got a team of 5 highly skilled mechanics and an unlimited budget, and we put the Monte Carlo back on the road. Well, only one of those was true, and I'll let you figure out which one. Where did I park that thing? Alright, well, let me get you up here and show you. We're going to get these ground straps on here, and I got another one going down here. I just got bolted on. This braided one, I'm going to go back here with it. This ground here, we're going to run it down back to the back of the head, around the firewall, to the back of the block. We got the battery to the block. Then, let's see, this is the block to the chassis. And then up here, let's see, we got another body ground right off the battery. And I think that ought to make sure the gauges, all work good and headlights work and the charging system works. So let me set you back and I'll get my tools and we'll hook that one up and go down there and tighten the other one. And that's going to be all for the grounds. And that, well, just watch. Here we go. Clean up the ground spots. That way we can get a good clean spot to ground to. But if we're hooking everything back up, why not make sure that it's clean? Right down back here was a head bolt that I rolled out. She's right here. That looks good, actually. I made this nifty ground strap. I know it's a little bit overkill, but I don't have anything smaller, So, kind of is what it is. This is a contortion thing here, I think. I'm not sure. People, they don't ever put these back in. I don't know why. They say we don't need ground straps or anything like that. Well, I don't remember how that goes. It's probably just going to turn like that, so. Yeah, maybe we'll put that on the other side. We'll try to pinch the things down. No, I don't like that. We're just going to squeeze it right to the block as tight as we can get her. See, I got to get the ground straps. I got a digital thermostat in there, and that she wasn't acting right, I'll tell you. I'd hit the brakes and, well, I'd read a different temperature, and sometimes my gear shifter would spark. So I started thinking to myself, well, we got a body ground issue maybe. And sure enough, this ground strap was gone. No good. All right. So the hope is that when we're done with this, our electrical system will have the correct grounds. And, the charging will do the charging and the lights will do the lighting. And I'll pull that through. That would be a grave failure. All right, I'm feeling good about it. Get some play. It's nice and tight. Jump down here and get this bottom. I was going to drill a hole to mount this other one to the chassis, but my drill bits are missing the right size, and then the other one is dull. And I thought, oh fella, let's just do the easy thing and just catch it to a bolt that's already there for now. And then we'll address it when we move the battery to the trunk, because I'm just ready to take it for a spin. So now we got the grounds on. The electrical system should be good. I got tires for it. And they're gonna look good, you know. I like the rusty look. I want to keep it original now. Natural. I like that. Natural. Yeah, I got to go down to the parts store and get that belt still too. I haven't touched her since we left her last time, but now we got, grounds. Never mind the wiring up there. We're gonna get to that soon. I guess I need to turn the key and hit the brake and see if the thing does the things, or if it's still acting fruity. Let's see. Yep. I'm too old for this. I'm telling you. Jumping in. Key on. 104. Brake pedal. No change. Okay. Okay. I'm cool with that. Quarter tank of gasoline. I need to find. Yeah. I'm seeing light through the floor on the passenger side. Don't tell nobody about that. They won't want to ride over there. They'll be afraid. All right. I think we've accomplished under here what we want to accomplish. I'm gonna get some wheels on it. Should we back it out? Maybe you can see it. Let's take a look at it. Right? Let's see these wheels here. Those ugly. What about these? What do you think of those? I mean, well, it's a Monte Carlo, and aren't they supposed to have those? What about those? I mean, I got two matches. I like those, but it's, a Monte Carlo. That's the front one. They're ugly, let me tell you. I'm going to back it up a little bit. We're going to check it out. We're going to see. Let's move you over here real quick. Let's see what's going down, huh? Go ahead and back it up so we can get the wheels on her. Why not? Why not? Well, probably because it puts me in the sun. But after all, it's just the sun, right? Well, I tell you. But what good do I tell you? All right, let's take a quick peek here. I think I got a picture of it somewhere. I can side by side when we're done. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Look, it ain't going to change much, but it's going to look better, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if you want to. You probably don't want to watch me put them on, do you? Maybe? Okay, well, we'll see. Well, there you have it. Rallies, no center cap. A little bit of rusting, gray paint. Matches the lot of rusting and gray paint, No center cap. But this is a 7-inch wide 15. That's an 8-inch wide 15. So 2 are going on the rear, 2 are going on the front. And, you know, it'll look like it should. Like they were on it the whole time. I'm sure you don't want to see all that. I gotta give it jack. I gotta do the ooga dooga thing. It's a lot. But we'll bring you back here in a momento. Let's get this wheel. Uh-oh, my jack went down on me. I'm guessing we're gonna have to move quick. Yeah, these are slotted now. Come on. They're like a slick now. This tire's a little bit smaller in the rear, but it's a good tire. And the other ones were not. They were dry rotted. And that's why we smoked them off of it. I tried to clean these lug nuts up so they'd go on. And it looks like it worked. I just chased the threads with a thread chaser. Nope. I got the wrong size socket on here. Great. Work. Working. Work. Yep. Torqued. 2 spec with my thermal molecular torquing specs. Yeah, good story. Thanks for sharing. Clear. Nope. Now the jack is stuck. Great. That's wonderful. I tried to get rid of this thing, but it followed me home. That's fine. You're alright, coming down. Or not. That old jack is no good. Jazzy, new rallies, matching all the way around, finally. And there's decent tires on it, you know, ones we can actually go take a spin in. We're about to get her tagged up. Tag should be on its way. That looks much better, huh? Gotta get them center caps. Right there. And right up here. I got a lead on 4 of them. Alright, so since we're getting it roadworthy, we gotta get up underneath there and do some servicing on the rear. Check, you know, the shock elaters and the control arms. You see I got a new tag, flip door. It's, you know, it was cheap reproduction, you know, sorted. Cheapest first. I'm not gonna name them because they made me pay full price, but it was cheap. But we're gonna get in there and pretend we didn't see the bad air shocks. I know they're bad. Alright, let's look at the bushings real quick. So here we are under the Monte. I just try to get you a good shot of that A-arm bushing. It's worn, boy. And And see, here's the front of the hole, and there's the back of the hole. Well, it's one bolt length rear, so it's shot. She's falling all the way to the rear of that thing. And then, I'm not sure if you can see this one very well, but that's not any good either. I mean, that bushing is done. And again, when you look at it from the side, it's sitting this, it's twisting forward, and the top is twisting backward. So that bushing is just ate up in there. Yeah, you can't really see it. So we're gonna have to do the whole 4-link renewed. Maybe I do some coilovers. I don't know. Right now, we're gonna take this diff cover off, and we're gonna look inside there, because I've never looked in it, and it's locked up posi, so I'm praying they didn't bzz, bzz, you know, posi that with the lightning. Oh, that wouldn't be good. Alright, I'm gonna grab my ratchet and we're gonna get that off. You're probably like, hey, why are you laying on the cardboards? Well, no sense getting my new apparel dirty. Oh, you know, the smart thing to do would be to have, oh, come on. Why would you tighten it so tight? The smartest thing to do would probably be to have a bucket here already. I imagine nobody's been in here in a while. And we know it's a posi. But we're praying. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I don't want posi. I want the limited slip. I mean, I want to drive it on the street too. But I have a feeling that it's none of the above. It's been welded. A welded 10 bolt does not sound strong to me. And I know it don't have C-clip eliminators on it. I would have noticed that when I did the brakes. So, she's dangerous is what I'm saying. You blow the chunk, lose an axle, wreck your car. This is probably where the old power drill comes in, much handier than the old school ratchet, but my budget is there a budget? Not that I know of. That's all I'm saying about that. I mean, I found some change in my change jar and was able to get some fluids and a can of brake clean. And then I found one of them nifty $20 off of 20s, so I might be able to go back and get an idler pulley to go with the new belt. It'd be good and quiet up there. Why do these bolts they're not the same? Got 4 different flavors here. Okay, that's what we had in the drawer. Oh, my neck's getting tired. Now, we got them all out. I'm going to show you a little trick here. It's not a trick. We just stick one back up in the top. So, when you pop it, the pan don't fall in your face. Let me get the big screwdriver. We're going to get in here with a good angle. See if we can't. Oh man, that's bending that cover. That's used a lot of, oh, they've been in here before prying at her too. You can see, well, they didn't learn the lesson the first time. They said, we'll just use 3 times as much when we put it back on. Oh man, this is not going to be good. I don't have a budget for a new cover. I mean, I don't want to bend it, but it's looking like that. Come in here, see if we can't sweet talk her a little bit. How you doing? Hey, yep. heard some popping and crackling. Seal and break. That fluid don't look too bad. Gotta get a little more boom boom over here. Oh, shoot. Oh yeah. No, it didn't look good. It didn't. It wasn't none in it. Is the problem. Ew. Okay. Just sometimes you feel better when you take the cover off, and sometimes you feel worse. And right now, I'm not feeling better. That's all I'm saying about it. Oh no, I don't like it. Nope. That is welded up. Hoss welded up. I'm gonna throw her in gear so we can spin this around. There's gonna be some numbers here that we divide, by something. It's math, and it tells us, what the rear gear diff is. What we're working with, and we go from there. So I'll get you set up where you can kind of see this. I'll try to get a light. And as you can see, it's welded. I mean, it's boogered up as boogered as you can get it. Welded all the way around. So we're gonna search this gear ring here and get our numerical sequence. Oh, okay, let's go. Yeah. All right, we're getting some numbers here. What are we working with? Oh, I can't see them. Let's see what our numbers are. Oh, I can't even read them. They're so small. Something 41. 1341. I'm gonna need something. All right, so after rolling it around, we determined that it is a 50 or 1541, and if I'm not mistaken, that 41 divided by 15 is like 270. So I'm gonna say that's a 273 highway gear that these fellers welded up, locked solid. We're gonna clean her out now with some cleaner. Try to get any junk and slag and whatnot out of there. Old fluid, dirt, grime, chunks of bearing that the thing ate up. and go clean the diff cover. And then come back and fill her up, you know? I'm not. That's it. We're going to let that dry. That mounting surface seems pretty good. And we'll get the diff cover cleaned out back, and maybe we paint it. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge in a minute when we get there. All right, I'm going to scrape a little more of this, and we'll catch you out back. Here we got a clean and painted diff cover. Some random mismatched but painted diff bolts. That's what came out of it. And we're going to slip it back up in the car now. It's all cleaned up in there. So we got our gasket on, the diff cover, and the diff cover painted. Gasket. One bolt in there to kind of center us up. And I'm not using any Permatex because you shouldn't have to if you got the surfaces clean and you got a good gasket. And if it leaks, oh well. I didn't say that, did I? I did. Okay. You got me. I said it. I dressed up everything but the dang washers. I totally forgot about those washers. But, you know, oh well. It's going to look pretty good. It was black. See, it was rusty. The orange that was on there was no good. It had rust behind it and was all bubbled up. So I started peeling on it, taking it all off. Took it down to the bare metal, and then I sprayed it with rust inhibitor. And that made it black. And well, I was going to go with that. But after looking at it, I thought, well, we just took all this apart. Why would we just want to put it back together black? So then I found this here shiny stuff. You know, if you can't buy chrome, spray paint it chrome. It adds 25 horse. I'm positive that right there, 25 horse. It's definitely a 12-second car now. Nope. Probably 15. Wait, quick 15. I mean, quick 15s. Pretty good. Cross action. Let's seal it up. Boom. This is the one we don't like, but we're going with it. Oh, that one actually, maybe I got it threaded that time. It actually felt pretty good. Well, we're going to take that, and take that. Now we'll just walk around at one time and get that extra little quarter turn. Oh, that one. Might not have been all the way there. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. I like it. That was a little tight. We're good. All right. Get it. Then extend-o-matic. Ow, that was my knuckle on the concrete. Good. The fellers who had this thing before me, they liked it tight. So I took my Lucas cap and stuck it on an empty quart and just fill the quart bottle with gear oil and Lucas. Now we'll just squeeze the cord in there. Half. I don't know what does the rear differential take? Quart and a half? 2 quarts? Coming in hot. Nope. Not at all. It's kind of hot here in Florida. That's like a half a quart in there pretty quick. Maybe not. It may be right there at the end of the lining. Rag here. You don't want to be. Oh, that's nasty. Let's stick a finger in here and see what we got. Turn it down. Pick it back up. Pull it back out. Oh, it's dry. No, I just overflowed the edge. I don't think I see anything leaking. Let's see. She probably ain't had this much fluid in her in 10 years. Oh, we might be there now. Yep, that looks like we're there. Shoot. Yep. I'm going to take that as full. Okay. I mean, hey. Somebody said it. Somebody said, hey, that was too much. And, well, I didn't listen. That's okay. We got a rag. It's back in. And we don't need all the torcuses. We just want to snug it back up now. Yeah, not so hard that a fella can't get it back off again. I mean, and, oh yeah, we got to take a quick look at that before I drop this back down. Definitely playing that U-joint. It's got a little shaft play. We'll get to it. I mean, what doesn't? Did you see the bushing? I mean, fella, can I borrow? I don't know, grand or so? Maybe that gets the back done. All new bushings, U-joints. I mean, a couple grand, we have new 9-inch. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I'll get right on it. The end of my real job. Diff is full. She's painted up nice. Got to get her off the jack stands. And I'm going to roll the wheels a couple times actually before I take her around. But get her off the jack stands. And then we're going to get up here in the front right quick. And we're going to take off this pulley. Because, well, it makes a lot of noise. It's got no play, but it makes a lot of noise. No noise? Maybe a little bit there. And it's got a little bit of play. This one makes a lot of noise, but no play. So we're going to pull that off and see if we can't grease that bearing up. And finally, I got a brand new belt to put on her. You know, we can't be 3Ving when we're going to go out in the neighborhood. I can't be just, we'll probably still sling the belt off. I mean, that's a given. But we'll be with that. Maybe we give it a bath before we go. I'm just not sure. All right, let me spin those wheels a little bit, get it off the jacks, and we'll pull that pulley. All right, here we go. Let's get this joker off real quick so we can get out of the sun and get out back. Yeah, I got it out in the front driveway right now. I'm not backyarding it. Got a lot going on back there, and I'm afraid to show you what it is yet. Secrets. I know. It's not good. We gotta better our relationship. Alright. There's our pulley. This is what we're gonna try and grease up real quick and see what we get. See you out back, fellers. So it's hard to show you when I need two hands, but I popped the cust covers off of each side of the seal bearing, and obviously you can see there's just a good bearing in there. So we'll get it out in the light here. I took and I sprayed brake clean in here as I spun her around. You know what I mean? And got all the rust and junk out from inside of that. Most of it. I mean, there's still a little in there. And you can already tell it's spinning better. I mean, it would barely spin before. So now we're going to take and we're going to pack grease all back in around that bearing. Hopefully try to push it through. Whatever we can't push through, we'll seal off and then put 2 caps on it. And she'll be good to go. I'll bring you back when we got her greased up and, you know, moving forward. So, as you can see here, I just popped these out with a pick. And that got me into the bearing, which I cleaned out, sprayed, we re-lubricated it, and now we just are going to press these little seals right back in where they were. Just jam them in there nice and tight, and that pushes any any grease up through the bearing that way. And then we just do the same thing over here, and this is going to squirt it all out on us this time. Yeah, that one's a little bit tighter than the front one. Probably because of all the grease that we had up in it. Alright, so now both seals are back on. See, we press the grease all through this. And just wipe off this access. Beautiful, huh? That just saved me, I don't know, $30, $40 at the parts store. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't bad at all. Word to the wise, if it ain't got no play in it, it's just making noise, tear it down, fix it. Why spend the other bit of money? Why give somebody money you don't want to give them? Alright, there it is. Repaired, and let's see. Oh yeah. Beautiful. We'll see on the car. You know, hey, it's up in the air. Better than it was. Yeah, I know. You see, I fancied it up just a hair. Sweet. It's gonna be the wrong way. Wheeler on here. Remembering how it all goes. It's a lot of downs and arounds and ups and overs and throughs and there's. Okay. Around the crank. Yep, looking good. Do I remember how to do this? We're feeling a bit shy. Why are we a bit shy? Did we do something we shouldn't have done here? Nope. That's not right. Post you up at an angle where you can see. But it's just not lining up. Well, that goes there. This goes here. Nope. Go through the crank. I feel like this is how it goes. Through the crank. Around there. This comes around like so. Up to here. That's supposed to go around the crank to that. Go under this. To this, but we can't even get around that one. So that fought me a bit. But we got it. Belt routing. Remember this, I'm going to snapshot it. Belt routing Monte Carlo. I guess. I mean, that's what fits. And that's what we're going to use for now. Until we can maybe figure out a different routing diagram we like. But this one works, so we're gonna go with it. I don't know. I guess that's it. We gotta check the lights now, I guess. See if we got lights. Alright, let's get into the inside. Fire it up, move it real quick. We got a block underneath the tire. Much more quiet under there now. I have all that noise. More quiet than it was. Well, that sounds good, don't it? Alright, let's see. I'm going to set you all down here for a second. Kind of low. And we're going to check and see, you know, what we got. Taillights. Let's see. I'm guessing we need a bulb for that side there. Alright. Maybe we give her a bath. I don't know. Let me shut it down. Now, what we got on the temperatureness? She's warming up. She's a beast, I know. So I spent a little time this morning getting the correct breather on there, and then I got my hands all dirty. I'll try and get you in here so you can see this if I can. Alright, right up behind the header down here is the starter wiring, and it runs right there through a little tube and out. And it's hard to see now. There's a little gap in between it now. But I wasn't paying attention, I guess, when I stuck them on, and she was pinched. The header tube against that pipe against the block. And now, it's hard to see it. I can't get the correct angle so you can really see the light down through there. You can see the light through there, just a crack, but that's the dealio. So we got a little gap around it now so she can flow, and it ain't gonna catch nothing on fire. Alright, I mean, we're ready to roll, I think. I got everything wrapped up. Nope. Charging system, exhaust. One more thing, I'll walk you around to the back real quick. Last night I took these out because I was trying to get all my lights working. You didn't tell me the passenger side wasn't. Well, you probably did, but I didn't hear you anyhow. But I took the lenses out of both sides. Got new bulbs in there, and well, I cleaned up on the lenses, and that cover around there, it was pretty nasty. So, you know, we sanded them down and spray bombed them, so we'll check those out and get them back in. And we'll have taillights. I mean, we need those things to drive. The lens covers. We had to sand them down. As you can see, the chrome was coming off, and there's a little bubble still there. But we had to sand them down pretty heavy and paint them and clear them because they were foul. But we got it now. And those will look much better. Lenses are cleaned up and not so dusty. And we'll go screw them back in the car. Back on the car. That bumper's, you know, it's bent there, but we'll address that later. And then I got the screwdriver down. I got my chrome trim rings too that I gotta get back on there. I'm missing a couple screws, and they need a good cleaning. They're pitting up down in this base ring down here, so we're gonna scrub them down, clean them up. I may have to paint that inside lip there, but it'll look better, you know, when they're back on the car. Sweet. Oh, I'm gonna clean this window off because, I mean, you got to be able to see out of it. It's nasty. Well, it is what it is, you know? It's not good. I would wash the car, but you see, I got a bunch of work to do. And I don't want all of the gunk, you know, from the car falling down in all those rust holes. You feel me? I don't know. It feels like it's counterproductive is all I'm saying. All right, one clean back glass, huh? It almost don't even look like it's in the car. Well, I got a front window, and I might do the side windows. Yeah, probably not. Just the front window. Well, there we go. Clean windows. Got her tatted up. The Motley Carlo, baby. We even cleaned up the bumper. Got the tape off the corner. Shined her up real nice. Did a little shining up to the wheels. You know, she's ready to go. It's still nasty and ugly in here. You know how that rolls, but we're going to go for a ride now. We got to get some of these in here. Leather flavor. You know, so it'll smell like rust and leather inside here. And you know how we do it. You know, you're supposed to just cut like, portion off and let it expose. But we're just gonna, open all three and just throw them in there. So I threw one on the floor, one through the speaker hole into the trunk, and then we're gonna, you know, hang this one right here off the cigarette lighter that don't work. And now it's definitely gonna be good. It's gonna be, man, rust and leather. Arr. Door shut, rocking and rolling. It was loud. And a floater. And a floater. Just floating everywhere. I got one. Yeah, things are flying. It's floating and loose. But everything seems pretty good. Motley Carlo getting gas. We're all good. She's jamming. The wife riding along, back on the road. Well, we're driving her. I'm running out of light as we speak, so I'm gonna let you guys go. When I catch you in the morning, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. All right. All right, guys. We got it. She is back on the road. We put about an hour of driving and she's driving great. Looks good. She's just doing everything you want the old car to do, man. Just loving it. Loving it. All right, here we go, man. This is it. This is where we're at right now. Everything seems to be working good. We've put 100 miles or so on it, and belt's staying on. We're charging. She's staying cool. Fans are working like they should. Our big air cleaner, we got it nice and dirty, running in that dust. I mean, everything's dirty now. Nothing's misfiring. Great oil pressure. I'm satisfied. She's shifting good. Got to adjust the detent cable. It's shifting a little early. I don't know. I mean, I got to get a good shifter in there. So, I think we are running a little bit rich. So I am going to maybe look at some jetting, metering rods, maybe adjust on the timing a little bit also. I'm going to definitely read the plugs and change them. But overall, it performed very well. Got to get the shifter. The interior is rough. We're going to actually, I'll talk about it in a minute, but we're going to actually pull this dash apart and get prepared to fix the cowl and firewall and front frame rails and these supports on both sides up, all the way to the roof. You get it like it should be. And the dash is just going to catch fire. And we're going to eliminate the wiring. All the wiring we got run up and just stuffed in there for now. We're going to get that out of the way. And a lot of this stuff you don't want to see, but we got to do it either way, no matter what we're going to do with the car, See if we can get a shot from over here. Still trying to find one of them. Well, all right. I'm feeling accomplished. She's back on the road for the first time in about a decade. Saved from the crusher. Sure, she's got some issues, but who doesn't? You gotta find one of them things, you know? I know one of y'all, somebody back there, I know somebody's hoarding on one, you know? Hit me up on the emails, you know? Can we get one of them? Maybe. And we're gonna get some hardware, you know, get that. We're gonna do a couple more things, probably off camera, you know, little tinkery things. And the next time you see it, it'll look a little bit different, you know? Not much, because it is what it is. But I was thinking, at first, let's just get the suspension and the drivetrain going, and we'll go do some donuts and have a little fun, maybe take it to the track. But now that I've been driving it, I think I want to fix the rust on the cowl and the A pillars. Maybe stick a oversized glass, you know, up in there. Make it a little more user friendly. Still, we'll do the tubular control arms front and rear and bring her up to today's suspension standards. And yeah, but I think we're going to turn to the rust right now and maybe remove the dash. We can still drive it. We'll take the dash out and sort our wiring and kind of get things, you know, tied up. But until then, you know, we'll find something else to do. If you've already subscribed, I appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you guys watching. And if you haven't, go down there and ring the bell. You know, and then do the thumb thing over here. You know, up, down is no good, man. And you know, maybe I'll see you next time. But until then, I'm going out on the side of the highway. Just gonna sit down for a couple hours and see if we can't get one of them or some seats. Those would be nice. Enjoy. I need a tall glass of tea.